let's move down now into the bottom half of the bracket, the third quarter. I might call this the Lorenzo Musetti quarter as the fifth seed, but I probably have to give a little bit of credit to the 10-time Australian Open champion, the 4 seed Novak Djokovic. Do you think Djokovic still... Do you think Djokovic still, despite being 38 years old, we've talked before, his body's probably the average person for 33 years old. Do you think this is Djokovic's quarter to lose still, and he keeps on making Grand Slam semifinals?
Well, so it would be him versus Musetti in the quarters, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
so
the 4 and 5 seeds would play each other.
Yeah. So I could run down the seeds real quick. At the top of the draw, we have Musetti as the 5 seed, and then matching up with him would be Tsitsipas, the 31 seed in the third round. We'll get to that. We have Yuri Lehechka, the 17 seed, number 9 Taylor Fritz, and then 16 Jakub Mensik, 23 Talon Grigspor, 27 Brandon Nakashima, and then 4 Djokovic.
Yeah. I remember doing this bracket. But mind you, I feel like you're still filling out your bracket right now as we speak, and it's been hours. I did it in like 10 to 15 minutes, so I just
you gotta cross your T's and dot your I's.
Analytics. I went like history and whatever. But I have Fritz getting through this. I have Fritz upsetting everyone he plays and getting through this, and then losing to who is it? Sinner. I think they're on that side.
Yeah, Sinner's in the next quarter.
The quarters or semis.
You would have Fritz taking out Musetti slash
Tsitsipas. Is that fourth round?
Yeah, that would be the round of 16, and then you would most likely get, Jakub Mensik or Djokovic in the quarterfinals. So you think, because Djokovic historically,
you think either Jakub Mensik or Djokovic, you're lumping them together?
I mean, Jakub Mensik beat Djokovic.
You're like, well, Mensik and Djokovic, equivalent. Yeah.
I mean, Mensik took down Djokovic. It's not the equivalent, but I was saying, like, Mensik can beat Djokovic. He's shown he did it at the Miami finals last year. And, I mean, the fresh legs a little bit deeper in the tournament, man, like, it's possible.
Everyone's sleeping on Mensik, man. Kid's 22.
I know. He even said last year, like, Foneca's getting the spotlight. People need to start talking about me, too. And hopefully, if he has the tennis to back that up, he's going to need to show that here. But that's a bold take.
Bummer with
Taylor
Foneca.
Fritz.
I know we're going to touch on that. I know we're going to touch on that next time, but Foneca is going to have to run into Sinner in the third round, so he's going to. Yeah, I do have him getting there.
Yeah, my main concern with Taylor Fritz is he has he's lost a lot of matches recently in his Australian Open prep because of his knee tendonitis. So I had a little.
He lost to Tsitsipas, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that was Tsitsipas.
I know that was United Cup, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah. I don't know if that was Tsitsipas having a resurgence or Taylor being a little bit hurt, because he said he was hurt even though he looked fine during the matches. So that was a little iffy. And then everybody's always hurt, so we'll see it once we start actually seeing the matches go down. But let's talk about Musetti versus Tsitsipas real quick.
I wanted to believe in him. I don't know why.
Yeah, because that is the biggest question, and I've been racking my brain all day who I can pick. Steph has burned me so many times, but like you said before, the pedigree, the pedigree for there is current day Musetti. I rate him way higher than Tsitsipas, but if Steph, with this new Babolat racket, finding some more confidence, apparently he was hurt last year.
2019 French Open.
Yeah, I was going to say Steph has made an Australian Open final before. He has the big game. He's the 6'4" player here in this matchup. He's got the big serve, the big forehands. His game is naturally more built for a hard court on paper than a Musetti. I think Musetti's been playing better, but right now, yes, Musetti is the 5 seed, but is he the fifth best player on a hard court? Probably not. I think if I did the power rankings, he's probably top 15. But Steph, if he brings his best tennis, he's a top 20 hardcore player. If for power ranking, if he brings his best tennis, confident. So that's going to be a really, really interesting matchup in the third round. I think whoever gets by there, I'm going to have to just root for them to beat Taylor Fritz or Yuri Lehechka in the round of 16, just to keep the one-hander dream alive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's that, and the fact that it's at the AO, if either Musetti or Tsitsipas, the winner of that, if they run into Fritz, I think I have Fritz winning that, assuming he's totally healthy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if he's totally healthy, I agree with that.
But we'll have to wait and see. Hope for that, But also wouldn't mind seeing either Musetti or Tsitsipas make a deep run, because Fritz, is hogging all the deep runs. Like, we know he's just going to lose to Alcaraz or Sinner, so give the one-hander a shot in the seconds. Who knows?
Seriously, if we get Fritz, do you give, looking at the bottom half of who they would play in the quarterfinals, is it just Djokovic? Do you give Mensik a chance to take him out? I don't really. Djokovic is probably going to wipe the floor with Martinez, whoever he plays in the second round, and then Brandon Nakashima in the third round. So unless Hubie makes a dark horse run or Talon gets red hot, I think we see Djokovic here in another
I have Hubie beating Talon in the second.
Hubie's look very dangerous. Yeah. That's a toss-up.
Hubie
plays
a... It would be Hurkacz.
Sorry. Hurkacz plays Zizou Bergs in the first round, and then would play Talon Griekspoor most likely in the second round. Those guys could push Djokovic. That would be fun.
Through those.
Yeah, but I mean, Djokovic, this is his best slam. He's still like a top 5 player at a Grand Slam, and until we see otherwise, until we see clear and obvious physical regression, which hasn't been there, we just kind of saying he's old, but it doesn't really matter because he could still, bang with the best of them. So yeah. I do have Djokovic going to the quarterfinals. If he plays, I mean, a totally healthy Fritz is a toss-up, but I don't think that's what we're going to get here. If it's Musetti, I think Djokovic probably takes out Musetti. If it's Steph, he just has Djokovic is his boogeyman, so he's just not going to be able to take down. There's zero chance Steph wins that match. That would be an incredible. That would be like a hell yeah. That's like a hell yeah. Tsitsipas is back, dude. He just took out Djokovic. It's not happening. It's going to be 3-0 Djokovic. Novak always just brutally attacks one-handers. He never loses to a one-hander.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have Djokovic getting through this quarter. It's hard not to. And I have him in another Grand Slam semifinal. He's just going to keep doing it, man. I think he's going to play till he's 40. And everyone's kind of mulling with the idea of retirement, but enjoy him while he's here. He's still playing incredible tennis. He's, such a great ambassador for the sport, and his presence keeps propelling the sport forward, as long as he's there. So, and as long as he's here, he's still going to be making deep runs at slams. So that's what I'm going to take again. I got Djokovic taking out this quarter and making the semifinals.
Yeah, I mean, so inspiring, which is an understatement. Anything about Djokovic is an understatement, but he's been the third best player in the world for the last 2 years, bona fide.
Yeah.
He just hasn't played the quantity of events, of course, but when it comes down to slam time, I feel like if they did, a bronze medal match, they always had to find out who got third in a major. I feel like he would have gotten most, if not all, of them over the last 2 years. Last year, that Wimbledon battle against Sinner, that was seriously I didn't know who was gonna win. Right? Sinner did not look. I mean, at some point Sinner trailed away a little bit. Djokovic's body's, it's the semis of a slam, so that's 5 matches in at that point. Everything he's shown us has been super impressive.
Yeah.
So I think that he's going to get to the quarters, and then, something's just not going to be totally right, and someone's going to seize the opportunity. Is it going to be Mensik, Musetti, Tsitsipas, or Fritz? I don't know, but I think those are 4 guys that could do it, especially if Djokovic is not 100% that late, but let's see.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting quarter. I'm very intrigued by which one of those guys that you mentioned is going to be able to pull through and make that quarterfinal and really make a statement run here to start the year.
Shout out to our boy Dimitrov. Right? Is he
Yeah, Dimitrov and Stan are in this quarter. Yeah, how did we not mention Stan?
I have Stan versus Jair. Well, I have Stan
Laszlo Jair.
having an absolute thriller. Like if it came down to who had the highlights, Stan's gonna win the match. But in actuality, it's gonna go for like really close 4 sets, and Jair's gonna win because he's just like a 27-year-old guy or whatever. But it's gonna be showtime. Stan's gonna go out because he's won the AO. I mean, he's gonna be like, if he wins somehow, that would be so excited. I would love it.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see Stan.
Yeah, and I have Dimitrov beating Mahach.
Yeah, that Mahach is
if that's
always Mahach is like, you never know what you're gonna get. He looked physically okay. I don't know what the score is when he's playing Tommy Paul right now, but yeah, that's definitely a must watch first. Like, how is that a first round matchup? You know, like with those two names, that's such an intriguing stylistic matchup, and that's gonna be incredible rallies and probably some grueling ones too. So we'll get to see kind of if Grigr is for real, or kind of good gauge to see his level coming back, because we really haven't seen him play in a while since that Wimbledon loss.
Wouldn't that mean that he would face Tsitsipas if they both win? Dimitrov, Tsitsipas, second round.
They literally just put all of the one-handers in one section of the draw. They literally
you can't make this stuff up.
Like, literally, second round, we might get Dimitrov versus
Tsitsipas. And they made sure it was in the Djokovic.
Literally. Yeah, they're like, oh, how do we get Djokovic into the semifinals?
They're like, well, it's not gonna matter because Djokovic will oust them.
Yeah, it's like, how do we make sure Djokovic makes the semifinals? It's like, let's just put all of the one-handers in his draw. We got, oh gosh, literally, you can't make it up.
Even Kovacevic.
Yeah, I mean, let's put Danny Altmaier, Shapo, like all of them right there. He'll just take him out one by one. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Holy crap!
Okay.
Oh my god! Wait, is it? It is Altmaier. Altmaier would play Shapo in the second round.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Oh
let's
my
get into
god!
That quarter. But let's get into the last quarter. The 2-time defending champion is in this section of the draw. Number 2 seed, the Italian Jannik Sinner. When I made my bracket, when I made my bracket, I pretty much just scribbled in Sinner all the way to the semis. Because I just...
Too easy.
Yeah, I mean, he has looked virtually unbeatable at this tournament so far in recent years, unless, Medvedev did push him. I think that was 2 years ago in the finals, but yeah, I mean, Sinner is showing a scary level, and he, with fresh legs coming off the off season to retool and regroup and have get his body perfectly ready to win this slam. It's gonna be tough sledding for the other people in his group. Let me just run down the seeds real quick. We have who Sinner could potentially play in the quarterfinals would be the 8 seed Ben Shelton, and the running down the next seed would be 30 Vacherat, 21 Denis Shapovalov, 12 Casper Ruud, 15 Karen Khachanov, 22 Lucas Daderi, 28 Joao Fonseca. So we have potentially a absolute blockbuster. Fonseca can get to the third round and play Sinner. My gosh, would I watch that? Probably like 10 times over.
Let's see where the kid is at. Let's see where the kid is at right now, man. I would love nothing more. Give him that test. If he takes a set off Sinner or something, makes it close. Yeah, that'd be incredible. Fonseca's one of the few guys whose ceiling is really yet to be determined. Like, we don't know how high he could go if his stamina is up to par with the Zverevs of the world. So, like, I don't know. That'd be really exciting if him and Sinner actually have a match, because then that means he's playing at that second tier. Like, he plays Musetti, who knows? You get some crazy upsets this year. Or maybe Sinner just wipes the floor with him and it shows us, Fonseca's not quite there yet.
Probably that.
Probably more likely, but let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Fonseca, we know Fonseca has the talent to be at the top of the game. He's still so young though, so he has a kid body. He's got to grow into like a big man, a grown man body on tour. So the physical development is what he's lacking. He obviously has the timing and the talent and the pace on all of his shots. So I think that's going to come. I think, like you said, this is a great gauge to see how close he is to the top, to really like pushing a top 10 and being that kind of player. But yeah, I think this is a smooth sailing for Sinner. But for Sinner's section of the draw, I'd be really surprised if he doesn't make the quarterfinals here. Karen might push him, but don't really see any trouble there. But the other section of his draw,
I have Mickelson beating Hachinov.
Yeah, that's actually a great first round matchup. That can easily happen. Mickelson has looked pretty dangerous in the lead up tournaments, and Karen. I don't like betting against Karen at Grand Slams because he's just like a physical monster. And I don't think I've ever seen Karen Khachanov break down physically. So like the longer the match goes, the more I like trust Karen's legs. But yeah, that's definitely a good match
his
to
forehand.
watch.
His forehand breaks down, but not his body.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Another matchup I really want to watch is GMP versus Baez. That is just an hilarious matchup. It's like 6'8" versus 5'7".
I have that tight like
Baez has been dangerous.
Total contrast. Yeah, literally Tom and Jerry energy.
Yeah, literally. That's just gonna be a hilarious picture for them when they like shake hands at the net. But
like when I saw Schwartzman beat Zverev at the U.S. Open in like 2014 or something. Yeah, it was insane. Like Schwartzman looked like a. Regardless, David and Goliath shit.
And I had to stop myself putting Felix over Medvedev and having him make the semifinals too. But I am not just being biased here. I love Denis Shapovalov's draw here. He legitimately has a chance to make the quarterfinals. I think he could get past his first round matchup in Boo. Second round, he has Altmaier or Cilic. I'd be surprised if he's not a pretty big favorite there. And then the seed he gets in the third round is
Marin Cilic is going to win the Australian Open.
Yeah, Marin Cilic probably will beat Shapo in round 2 if we're being honest, after I'm saying all of this. But, I mean, if Shapo gets Casper Ruud in the third round, I'm betting Shapo in that one, and there's no way Ruud is going to be inspired on a fast hard court to take out Shapo. That would just be so disappointing if that happens.
Let's go, Dennis.
So then now we're putting Shapo in the round of 16, and then if he gets either where he'd probably face.
I did too.
So I have Shapo in the round of 16. If he gets like a coming off an injury Ben Shelton or like Ugo Humbert or like a super inspired Gael Monfils, like those are winnable matches for Shapo. And now put Shapo in the quarterfinals against Sinner. Why not? Anything could happen. He took a set off Sinner at the U.S. Open. I don't think he'd beat Sinner, but Shapo's probably the one guy in the draw, or in this part of the draw besides Shelton, that I want to see have a chance to go against Sinner and be like, what are you made of, man? Are you going to be able to push top 10? You've been rising the rankings now that he's healthy. Like, let's go see Shapo in another quarterfinal of a Grand Slam, because I think he deserves to be there. But call me crazy.
I mean, he absolutely has the ability. No, he has the ability to take, and we've always been saying this. You and I both. Love Shapo, but since we started this, he has the ability to take the racket, out of his opponent's hands. Like it doesn't, he's just too good, and then also he'll sprinkle in homages to our podcast all the time and just get himself in trouble on the service games and then lose winnable matches because of the double faults. But now is as good a time as any. First round of Dallas last year, we said Shapo's probably just gonna be the better player and lose in the first round like normal, but we hope he wins the whole thing. And he actually did win that whole thing. And was that it? Did they up that to a 500? Because if they did, that's hilarious. It should not be a 500.
Yeah, that is hilarious. But Shapo took out Ruud in that Dallas final in straight sets. So
Yeah,
right there is
I remember
evidence.
like it was yesterday, Will.
Yeah, I probably watched that match like 10 times recently, but
It was glory days for us.
yeah, oh
We were
gosh.
so jazzed the next day.
I was making the most
Dennis,
egregious.
it was like top 10,
Literally,
and then no,
I put him
definitely
number like
not top 10
3 in
there.
my
But
power rankings. Like, it was absurd. we were going off the rails there when Dennis was winning Dallas. That was a
I
fun
thought
week.
Garone was gonna crack the top 30 because of Dallas.
Yeah, we were like, Shapo's either gonna lose to Garone in round 1 or just win Dallas. That's like pretty much how Shapo's tournaments go. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, a future on Dennis, I'm gonna take. I don't for him to make the quarterfinals. I don't know if that's available, or for him to win the quarter and then you just cash out before he plays center. But yeah, I have high hopes for for Dennis this
Yeah.
slam.
Yeah, there's so many of those players who are just barometers for where someone's at and like the tennis that they're playing in this tournament. Like I think Daniel Altmaier is a great example of one of those barometers. Shapo is going to run into him if he's able to kind of roll, like 3 sets or kind of uncontested 4 sets. Just shows he's the better player than Altmaier. Look out, he could do it, right? But if it's like absolute battle, Altmaier might be a little grittier. He might stay more mentally tough and beat Shapo in that second round.
Yeah.
So, battle of the one-handers. Always crazy when Shapo plays because he's a lefty one-hand backhand.
Yeah,
which I was
like,
there's
should
only
be
like
such a cheat code.
Feliciano Lopez, like the most backhand of all time, but like he made it work. He just ran to net every point.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
Shapo has like the most beautiful one-hander of all time. I need some jumping Shapo one-handed backhand.
So good.
But yeah, I mean, this quarter.
I saw this one clip that Altmaier hit like a 104 mile an hour one-hand backhand last year. It was like the 3rd fastest shot of the year.
Yeah, Altmaier had 2 backhands that were like top 5 fastest shots of the year, and I was like, and people say the one-hander's dead.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. This could be the tournament of the one-handers. That one bracket is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's just one-hander, Shapo, Altmaier.
Yeah, this entire bottom half of the draw, they just put all of the one-handers. I don't know if there's like a single one-hander on the top half.
Demi.
Gosh,
I think Shelton Humbert. I don't know if this is in this. I don't know if that's in this quarter, but Shelton Humbert is going to be a battle and shouldn't be in the first round.
Yeah,
Humbert's way too good. So
yeah,
Shelton's in for it. Got his work cut out for him.
I agree. That is going to be that's going to be a big like upset watch for Shelton there. And that's hopefully a match he can get by. He's a top 10 player. That's a match he should be winning. But that is definitely a tricky match and not someone who you want in the round 1, If you can get by that, the draw kind of opens up a little bit. I would think Shelton probably would have a little bit of trouble with Guillaume Monfils, but at this point he wins that. But yeah, Ben is one of those guys. He had a little bit of shoulder issue. Yeah. Gael's last year, his final push, like Stan, we always want to root for the legends. We can't, root for them to get out early. I always want to see them play more tennis, but yeah, this is an interesting section of the draw.
Regardless of who either of them playing, I'm rooting for both of them all year.
Of course, definitely rooting for Stan. I'm going to be pulling for him hard this tournament to get at least one win, but it's going to be a great celebration in it. It's going to be a great celebration of these guys, and it's going to be a great Grand Slam. Federer was in the building, so I mean, the Australian Open is coming in hot. It's a great way to start the new year. I'm going to get absolutely no sleep, so I'm prepping. I'm resting this weekend before this tournament starts because I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Yeah, so those are who we have winning each quarter. We've gone through the whole brackets. Our dissecting each section, and we are actually setting up a bracket challenge. So if you're interested in filling out a bracket, being a part of the Double Fault Tennis group, follow us on Twitter at Double Fault Pod. You can message us, and all the information will be on on X. So you could also download the Discord because we're going to be talking in a group chat for the bracket challenges there. So if you have any questions, make sure to go to Twitter, follow us at DoubleFallPod, and then there'll be a link to join the bracket challenge. So it's a new thing we're starting this year. We're a feature group on a new website, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and filling out a bracket to follow along and root for that to do well always makes watching the Grand Slam tennis a lot better. So if you're interested, make sure to, go follow on the platforms.
Yeah, also hint, Will probably has Sinner winning it, and I probably have Alcaraz winning it.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's a safe assumption, Will. Is that true? Because I do have Alcaraz winning, and I have 50 games. I don't know if it was supposed to be confidential or anything, but I'm spilling the beans.
Yeah,
saying it now. A 50-game final at Alcaraz Sinner, it's going to be just like toe-to-toe. Someone's going to randomly win the fourth set 6-2 to force the fifth.
I would love that. If we have another,
we'll elaborate more. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully, we always pray for Sinner Alcaraz final. It's going to be blockbuster if we get those two. I definitely have Sinner winning this. I took a future on him like a couple months ago with the Rams to win the Super Bowl, so I need that to. I kind of just assumed Sinner winning the AO was going to be a lock in that parlay, so I'm banking a lot on Jannik to take care of this year.
The year is 2042. Will's still betting on Sinner to win. So he's been retired for 2 years. I don't care. I'm not rooting against Jannik Sinner.
I mean, he's Djokovic 2.0. He's about to add to his
so good right
Australian Open slam count. But thank you guys for watching. It's been a lot of fun talking about tennis. Make sure to follow along for the Double Fall Pod because we're going to be having a lot of new content coming out for the Australian Open and really hit the ground running this year. So thanks for listening and keep double faulting out there.